What's going on, everyone? Today is game day. Nothing better, right? Nothing fresher. You just take it all in. You smell that? That smells like a Pelican pack coming in. Lakers gonna go in, handle some business. But real quick before we dive into it, I just want to say, because this is the first video since I hit 20K, thank you so much. Seriously, you guys are incredible. I know I made the community post and all that stuff, and many of you have already reached out and congratulated me and stuff like that. And I'm very humbled, very appreciative, very thankful. I say it all the time, right? I'm just a guy, just a fan that is blessed enough to be in this position where people want to listen to me talk sports and Lakers, right? Like it's remarkable. Without you guys, I'm just some dude talking to himself in a room. I'm just a guy talking to himself on a camera, right? I'm again, thank you very much. And because this is such a great thing, the Lakers gotta win, right? They gotta be looking at this as like, hey, Tyler just hit 20K. We cannot fumble this bag and make Tyler feel bad. So Lakers got this because, I hit 20K. They know, like, hey, we can't do this. We gotta keep the Tyler train rolling, right? We can't let Tyler down. So guess what? I have full confidence the Lakers handle business. No, but seriously, again, I really do appreciate you guys. But hey, we got basketball, right? We got Lakers. You gotta go out and win. It's simple. Again, I made a whole video diving into we want the smoke against Denver, and we do, right? Now, the Lakers naturally could lose this game. I do not see a scenario where the Lakers purposely lose this game, right? Like where LeBron and AD sit, and it's no. I mean, everyone is ready to go. Anthony Davis talked about how he's going to play. LeBron James has said he's looking at this as a playoff game, right? Like this isn't going to be a situation where the Lakers purposely lose to try to duck and avoid the Denver Nuggets. But it is very, very, very difficult to beat a team twice in a 3-day turnaround. It is now added to that amplified toughness because you got to play them twice on the road. And the first time, it wasn't this tight game where it was like back and forth and the Lakers just squeaked it out, right? No, this was a game where the Lakers ran the Pelicans off their home court, right? I'd actually feel, I'm confident regardless. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't want to sound like, oh, that's it, we're going to lose. No. Go in, handle business, get this done. I've talked about how the Lakers are just a bad matchup for the Pelicans. The reason the Lakers just keep beating the Pelicans, keep handling business, and keep beating them by like 30 is because of how they match up, right? On the interior. Most teams don't have a LeBron James and Anthony Davis on the interior. Lakers just keep pounding it and packing it down. The Pelicans are very good out on the perimeter. That's why a lot of teams that are perimeter-oriented teams end up losing every time they run into the Pelicans because they have, a Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, right? Like you have all these guys that can defend out on the perimeter, but interior-wise, Valanciunas and Zion and these guys, they're not matched up for a LeBron James, Anthony Davis just basically packing the paint, and then you throw in a Rui, and then you throw it. So that's the thing. But if it was a tighter game, I would have been like the Lakers win this game without a doubt. Right? Because, again, it's just, there's not the embarrassment factor, which these are professional athletes with a ton of pride that just got ran off their home court, wanted the 6th seed badly, were looking really good as a basketball team going into that game, and we're just beating everybody, even without Brandon Ingram. Just got Brandon Ingram back. Brandon Ingram was good in the game, and they still got blown out. Are they really going to get blown out again on their home court? My answer, yes. Smoke them. Again, you beat them have this game over at halftime if you can. But again, it's tough. I expect this to be a much tougher, much tighter game. As long as the Pelicans don't come out and shoot the lights out, which they were before the last game. They were like insanely hot from three. CJ McCollum hit something like 17 threes, I think it was, in 2 games. Literally, he had a game where he had 9 made threes, and then he followed that up with a game with 8 made threes. So they have just shot the lights out. If it's one of those things and the Lakers just get ran out the gym, then it's over. If it's close and it's tight and the Lakers are within striking range going into the fourth, like let's say it's a 5-point game. Lakers are down 5 going into the fourth. I think the Lakers win that game. I think LeBron goes, hang on real quick. Let me tighten up real quick. And he just goes down and handles business. But if this is like Pelicans return the favor type game, then yeah, I think if it's close, Lakers handle business. I just trust the Lakers more down the stretch to hit the bigger shots. Again, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, the Pelicans just have zero answer for. So I just think game's tight. It's a two-score game either way. I just think it's a heavy diet of like LeBron on the block, everything's flowing through him. Anthony Davis on the block, everything flowing through him. And you just make the Pelicans try to figure it out. But we got to lock in defensively. And again, people have to show up outside of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Previous Pelican game, talked about it. Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, right? Spencer Dinwiddie, Taurean Prince. Like, all these guys were great, right? All these guys came in and contributed. All these guys came and played a part, played a role. We need that. Guys need to continue. It can't be like that Grizzly game, which, again, I don't put too much into that Grizzly game. I think it was just like you're playing a G League team. I talked about it going into the game that, like, hey, don't be shocked. This is like a surprise. It's just you got a bunch of guys that are never going to play real NBA minutes again, more likely. And they're coming out and they're looking at this as like, hey, this is our moment. So let's embrace. So they're giving 110%. Lakers are coming in like, we're playing a G League team. Like, all right, I guess this is what we have to play today. And they're just kind of coasting the game. I mean, Rui even called out the team for it and said, hey, why? We basically just played with our food. We basically just played around. We didn't take it serious. And it's a problem. But we saw what this team can do when they do take it serious, when they do lock down, when they do focus. But you have another game. And this game is just as big, if not bigger, right? Now, luckily, the only reason I think it's on par with the previous Pelican game is because you do have another chance if you lose. Right? If the Lakers lose today, it's not the sky's falling, it's not Chicken Little, it's nothing like that, right? You just got to handle business in the next game, but you be at home, right? Even against Sacramento, if you were to play Sacramento, I think the Lakers would be fine. Obviously, I don't want that because anything can happen, right? You play the Warriors again, they shoot 70% from 3 and you go home, right? Or the Sacramento Kings who beat you 4 straight times. But again, playoffs, regular season are very different things, and this is a playoff level game. You got a healthy LeBron, healthy Anthony Davis. To me, good luck, right? But I do think that this game is on par with that previous, because the final game of the regular season was essentially one and done, right? It was like, if you lose that game, you're the 10th seed. If you win that game, you're the 8th seed, right? So they're on par, in my opinion. But obviously, this is an actual play-in game. And I want to just get this win, get it over with, and get as much rest as possible going into that Denver series. And again, I know a lot of people are concerned about Denver. Got to beat the best to be the best. I'm not going to go on some crazy rant when it comes to Denver. We'll talk about it more once we get there. Right? I want to keep this more Pelicans. Plus, I just did a whole rant video, rah-rah video yesterday. So make sure you go check out that video. But to me, it's simple. You lock it up now. You get the health. You get the rest. You go play Denver. Right? You're not ducking no smoke. You're not afraid of no Denver. Right? You want the revenge. You have to beat the best to be the best. Right? You got the revenge factor. If you can't beat Denver, then you just weren't. It wasn't your year. You weren't supposed to win the championship. I say it all the time. Only one team is good enough to win the championship. There are contenders. There are several teams that are contenders. And obviously, I want to go as far into the playoffs as possible, right? I'm not one of those people that subscribe to, it's better to lose in the first round than it is to lose in the third round, right? It's silly. Yes, no matter what, you didn't win. But obviously, the goal is to get as far as you can, But if the Lakers have to play Denver in the first round and they lose in the first round, then it doesn't matter. Like, they were just going to lose regardless. So it's just like, your best shot is in the beginning, so let's just get it over with. Let's handle business. Get it done, right? But it starts today. So one game at a time. Focus on today. One game at a time. Handle business today. Go into that next game, and the Lakers will be in good shape. I have all the confidence in the world in the Lakers. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? You nervous? You excited? Pumped? I'm just like anxious and pumped. Like, I just want to be here. I'm like, luckily it's an earlier game, right? Because I was like, it's just, I mean, whenever it happened. Like, I'm all for it. But like, it's just like, I'm kind of glad that it's earlier because I'm like, I want to get this. I want to see, like, where are we, right? What kind of conversation are we having after this game? Is it like, okay, like, here we go. We got one more game. Don't mess this up. Or is it like, okay, we're playing Denver, right? Like, let's go. Lock in. Let's get it. But, again, have a feel whatever your thoughts are. I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.